Some pretty calm, mild conditions throughout the day. Could that be the same for Friday?
Hoping that's the
hope
case.
so.
Let's have a good Friday, Greg.
I mean, how many good Fridays have we had for Friday and Friday night football? It's pretty much been nonstop, so that will continue tomorrow too. Overall, here's a system that's beginning to push east with the low clouds. You kind of see that shade right there during the daytime. That's the low clouds that are overhead. Here's a system that's going to be for the weekend, not much here. And then for next week, it's still taking shape, but it's going to be in the southwest part of the U.S. for the time being. That is going to be what we're going to see by the time we get to Monday and Tuesday, at least a piece of that too. So overall, we're going to have it more active, but for the time being, just come cloud cover really through tomorrow morning. Otherwise, mild tomorrow, more sunshine in the afternoon. Then as we get breezy conditions for Saturday, still cloud cover and still mild. And these breezy conditions may at some areas continue on Sunday. But overall, I think there'll be less clouds going on Sunday. All in all, still mild conditions and dry for the most part all the way through about early Monday. So after that, we'll see some changes. The low cloud deck, quite extensive right here, will be to the east of really the area. You'll start seeing a little bit of a break as we get closer to tomorrow morning, especially west of the river. By the time for the morning commute, you'll start seeing a few breaks west of the river or along the river. East, that continued deck sits there for a while. And eventually, over time, it gets less and less as we get towards noon, but this time of year it takes a little bit longer to get rid of some of this low clouds. It's not fog, it's just a low cloud that sticks around. There's your temperatures. We'll see more sun in the afternoon, getting back up into the 50s, maybe a degree or two warmer than we had today, about 10 degrees above average, so once again very mild. Then as we go into Saturday, the wind will be the story. Breezy conditions. We'll have more clouds out there, more high clouds than actually low clouds that we've had today, but still getting up to the low to mid 50s because we're going to start off once again fairly mild in the low 40s for Saturday. We're speaking of that system, really the warm front kind of lifts north tomorrow night, so Friday night you'll see more clouds going into Saturday. Saturday, as the front gets closer, we'll have to keep an eye. There might be a little bit of a moisture. You saw that, a little bit of moisture getting pulled northward Saturday evening, so if there is an opportunity for a shower, it would be Saturday evening and better shot as you go further north, but most of the area will stay dry. That chance is very low. But notice the winds ahead of this, pretty strong, and they actually will pick up as we go towards Saturday evening and Saturday night before the front comes through, probably early Sunday. Less of a wind on Sunday, still some clouds, but no, not much of a temperature difference between the two. Wind speeds when you wake up Saturday will be already in that 15, potentially a little higher by 10 a.m., especially further west you go. As we go in the afternoon and evening, it increases a little bit, especially west and northeast Iowa. You can see some of the shades go a little bit into the red, so we're talking maybe above 20 at times. So any outdoor plans through Saturday evening, you might have to contend with some gusty winds out of the south at times. Overall cloud cover, still mild conditions, but I think the wind will be the one story. Precipitation now going into next week. We talked about that system in the southwest. That first one comes up by Monday night, Tuesday. That looks to be the wettest period that we have. Steady to light to moderate rain potential. So we could see during that time frame going into Tuesday 1 to 1.5 inches of rain. Really a wet period. Now after that it gets a little bit uncertain, but there is some threat as we go to next Thursday and Friday with the north wind. We might have an opportunity for some snow. It's a slight chance for some heavy snow. We have to keep an eye more on the lake effect, but I think more confidence is that we're going to have some windy conditions at times, and that's why there's a bigger threat for that. And that would be from Thursday, Friday, maybe even extending to next Saturday. So we got some issues. In the meantime, we still got some mild conditions, minus the wind on Saturday, a lot of 50s out there, and then things get more interesting. More confident that Monday night through Tuesday could be a complete washout with some good amounts of rain. It's a little bit less uncertain as we go beyond that, including temperatures and precipitation type 2. So a lot to enjoy here for at least a few more days, but then I think we're going to get back to reality.
We might have issues, is what you said back there.
Well, you know, we'll get back to reality, I think, come next week. But enjoy the conditions through the weekend. Still a lot of 50s.
That's reality next week. Okay.
Yeah, that's more where we should be.
Oh,
so
okay.
the 50s are now where we should be.
Let's live in La La Land a little bit longer.
Greg, thanks very much.